Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, GCW now and forever. This is from Saturday night, 14th, at New York City's Melrose Ballroom. Overall, really good show. It's typically solid GCW show. Just like I've done all year. This is every one of the shows this year I've reviewed here on Robert Sports Show. I've done a best of mid-season. As you can tell, I'm rocking the late Jay Briscoe shirt, former GCW Tag Team Champion. Hopefully in January, when I do my showcase to the Independents on the anniversary of his passing, I will do a best of tag team wrestling from 2023. So any of these tag teams, just like the GCW World Tag Titles in this show, one of those tag teams will definitely be on that show. The best of some great tag team wrestling here in 2023. We always have to honor the late, great Jay Briscoe. Alright, first match, we had a 5-way scramble match. We had Charles Mason, Alec Price, Brayden Toon, Cole Radrick, and Marcus Mathers. Brayden Toon, if that's a name you GCW fans don't know, he's part of New South Wrestling, and he's actually been on several shows, especially some of the combo shows we do with New South, and him coming up north of New York is kind of a good showing for him. Overall, this match was actually pretty good. Ended up giving it 3 1/4. We had Charles Mason get the victory, but we had his henchman Parrow get involved. Parrow and Charles Mason attacked Brayden Toon and Marcus Mathers, put a chain around their neck and was trying to choke them. Just as Charles Mason, just don't even know how to describe this character of his. He's all about just taking people out and just hurting people. And he's got a big old henchman with him named Parrow. He was attacking Effy and Effy's friends. Now he's just attacking anyone he gets his hands on. But I ended up winning this match at 3 1/4. Charles Mason getting the victory. Next up, we had one of the worst rip-offs of an entrance and a gimmick in the history of professional wrestling. The match is BUSSY, Alec, Katch, and Effy going up against Matt Cardona and Steph DeLander. Matt Cardona came out as Dave Prazak said, the Indie Taker. He and Ryder called himself the Rider Taker. Basically came out as the Undertaker. Yeah, colors and everything, music and all. Steph DeLander had the urn. Matt Cardona is no Undertaker. Matt Cardona is not the deathmatch god as he claims he is. He beat Nick Gage in one match. When you can win as many death matches as Nick Gage, Alex Clone, and Cole Radrick, then and only then can you call yourself the king of death matches and a deathmatch god. Steph DeLander just needs to go away. This match is a kind of an interlude match, as the ultimate end goal is going to be storyline. I love these storylines in GCW, and GCW doesn't do storylines. I love it. The goal is for Matt Cardona, Steph DeLander to wrestle Maki, Itoh, and Nick Gage. Maki, Itoh, and Nick Gage have been mentoring Maki, Itoh. Nick Gage is the deathmatch god. Of course, Maki Itoh is the cutest ever. She's part of the MDK gang. I love when she comes out and grabs the microphone. Where's my motherfucking gang at? And then Nick Gage gifted her a pizza cutter with a little ribbon on it that matches her gear. It's cute as hell, but it's awesome in the same way. So the ultimate goal is that match. So this match happened 10 minutes. BUSSY and Matt Cardona versus Steph DeLander. Matt Cardona, Steph DeLander getting the victory. I give it 2 3/4. It was an okay match. But just knowing what's the end game here is, it was just an okay match. Next up, we had a triple threat Lucha Libre star match of Gringo, Loco, Arez, and Komander. These three just went out and just, again, 3 of the best independent Lucha Libre stars in professional wrestling. Gringo Loco, if you look at him, you wouldn't think of Lucha Libre, and he is all about it. Komander, his ability to walk the ropes, literally walk across the ropes, jump on a rope, and just do some outside dive is amazing. Arez the same way. Match was only 9 minutes long. I give it 3.5, and Gringo Loco getting the victory. Next up, we just had just a couple fighters. An old school fighter in George South from AML Wrestling, America's Most Wanted Wrestling, against Mance, or old Mance Warner. George South tries to be this uber super. He's kind of the Ric Flair of AML, who should have retired wrestling 20 years ago, but is ignorant and won't. And going against Mance Warner. And Mance is kind of that modern day beer drinking. I'm not going to say Stone Cold. He's got similarities to a Stone Cold character, but not the draw of a Stone Cold character. Old Mance got the victory here over George South. It was 16.5 minute match. One of the longest matches on the card. I give it 2 1/4. It wasn't that good though. It was just kind of a fight. Next up, we had a match in the making for a while now. We had the GCW champions who actually did not come in with the titles. The Bookers, Amazing Red, Brian XL of House of Glory, actually stole the belts from GCW champions, claimed themselves as champions. They are the House of Glory champions, which I wish House of Glory get back on Fight TV, because that was actually some good stuff there, but it's wherever the heck it is, I can't find it now. East West Express, Jordan Oliver, Nick Wayne, 18-year-old Nick Wayne, made his AEW debut on Wednesday night against Swerve Strickland, which, if you follow the Fire Wrestling, I do, he actually had a Fire World title match versus Swerve, not last year and this year he had a match with him. And so, but he lost to him on AEW, which is fine. He lost his debut match. I am fine. The kid's 18 years old. He's got so much talent. There's plenty of time for him to run through Media Champions and doing all that. He's just got to build that pedigree up and stuff. But yeah, in Game Changer Wrestling, East West Express, one of the greatest tag teams out there. The Bookers, Amazing Red, Brian XL, yes. The same Amazing Red was former Impact Wrestling X Division champion. Used to fight AJ Styles all the time. Extremely good match. You had the power of Brian XL, Amazing Red, the Lucha Libre style, Jordan Oliver, Nick Wayne, everything that they can do. 3 3/4 star, Game Changer tag team, stately Game Changer, East West Express, still your tag team champions. Next up, we had Maki, Itoh, and Billie Starkz. Yes, NDK's Maki Itoh going up against Billie Starkz. 17, 18-year-old Billie Starkz. She's been able to get a break here and there on kind of the major indie promotions. Uber talented. 15-minute match here against Maki Itoh. I ended up giving it 3 1/4. Good little match. Billie Starkz is a good worker. She's kind of like, I would compare her to a Shotzi in WWE, kind of, because that's kind of the character that she kind of followed with after Shotzi went to WWE. But at the end of this, you had video package come up. You had Nick Gage come out because he was out there with Maki Itoh. You had video package come up, Matt Cardona and Steph DeLander challenging them at Homecoming, and then you had them saying they're not there, but yet then they run through the crowd and attack them and kind of continue that feud. But yeah, so it looks like at Homecoming we will be getting, which Homecoming is, let's see when these Homecoming shows going to be. Oh, goodness gracious. So the next, let's see where we're at here. Homecoming is August 18th in Atlantic City. Homecoming Day 1 and Day 2. So it looks like the next 3 shows will be the Tokyo tour with Freedoms. Then we got Detroit. Then we go out to Los Angeles for No Signal in the Hills. And then they're in Baja California, Lucha de Exposo. That'd be an interesting show. Then we got the 2-day Homecoming on the 19th to 20th of August. And then late August they go down under. And then Say You Will and Effy's Big Gay Brunch will be all out weekend there in Chicago. So yeah, lots of shows left this year. Lots of shows already down. Definitely check out the best of here on Robert Sports Show and all the reviews of every one of these epic shows. So that one's going to be pretty epic as well. Next up, we had Speedball Mike Bailey versus Yoshihiko. For those who know DDT Wrestling, you know who Yoshihiko is. Yes, Yoshihiko, if I'm saying it correctly, is a freaking doll. This doll is a talented wrestler, though. 23-minute match Speedball put on with this, and you saw heel Speedball with this with Yoshihiko, which is weird to have Bailey kind of turn heel in the middle of the match. His wife was commentary, even she was shocked about it. But you know what? Bailey took it to him. But he took it to Bailey as well. I mean, it was a back and forth matchup. I ended up giving it 3.5. Made Bailey getting the victory there over Yoshihiko. Yes, Speedball Mike Bailey wrestled a doll for 23 minutes, and I rated it 3.5 stars. That is absolutely what happened here. That is how good Speedball Mike Bailey is. Next up, we had a 6-man tag. We had the legends, I guess you would say, of Game Changer Wrestling, Grim Reefer, Homicide, and Matt Tremont, the Bulldozer, going up against Jimmy Lloyd. It's a 6-man. You got to have Jimmy Lloyd. He's part of Los Macizos now. He's been teaming with him so much. Ciclope, Miedo, Extremo, and Jimmy Lloyd. Yes, that boy, Jimmy fucking Lloyd. Nice little 6-man tag here. Grim Reefer, Homicide, and Matt Tremont get the victory, and they give it 3.25. And then we had our GCW World Title on the line. Champion Blake Christian going up against Mayo. Great match. One of the best matches of the night, along with the tag match. Blake Christian getting the victory. If you've never seen Mayo, I think he's part of DDT. Definitely go check it out. Wrestling Universe has DDT, Pro Wrestling Noah, Toshi Pro Wrestling, some other stuff on there. Definitely worth the watch if you're able to go out and look at some of the matches. But Mayo, hell of talent. Blake Christian getting the victory. I give it 3.75. Then our main event was Yatami Yoshida, part of not Shimmer. Wow, why didn't my brain just... I think she's wrestled for Shimmer, but her main... Wow. Stardom, wow. Stardom, Shimmer, get all those indie promotions confused. And so she's part of Stardom. She's only had a handful of matches ever in the United States when Stardom came here. She's actually had 3 matches now with Game Changer and our JCW. And then she also had one with Ring of Honor, which I have not seen yet. Yatami Yamashita versus Trisha Dore at Ring of Honor on Honor Club number 21, which I believe will be the next one up for them. Yeah, that'll air this Thursday, so that is awesome to see she has that match. So yeah, Stardom, one of the best of Stardom versus Luke Vista, Independent Wrestling Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greatest independent wrestlers ever. Not just female, just wrestler. Match was awesome. Yeah, Tommy got the victory. Yeah, of course she did. She's from Stardom. She's visiting. I give this match 3.75 stars. So if you're going to pick out a couple matches from this show to go watch, this one's must watch. Blake Christian and Mayo, and then at tag team, the Bookers versus East West Express. Everything else is good, but those were kind of the standout matches. So that is GCW Now and Forever review. Stay tuned to Rubber Sports Show as I get Impact Wrestling Anniversary watch. Probably watch that today or tomorrow. Get that review up tomorrow night possibly. And then we will have next weekend Ring of Honor. What is their pay-per-view next weekend? I can't think of the name of it. All these names just run together after a while because there's so much great pro wrestling out there. And let's see what we got going on here. And then got the 3 GCW shows in Japan. I will review Death Before Dishonors next weekend. I'll review those as I can this week. Them being on, what is it, Tuesday is at the first show? Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is what those are going to be. So it'll kind of depend on, because they air at 7 o'clock our time, I do believe. 5 Plus here. 5 Plus is your place to go to get those. So yeah, look at 6 o'clock Eastern time. So yeah, so I will get those watched as I can and get them reviewed. But definitely a lot of pro wrestling. And if you've not, and that's one value is that Fight Plus. It is $7.99 a month or $69.99 a year. Not only do you get everything GCW, you get all the old stuff in New Japan Strong from last year and before. You get Black Label Pro. You get just oodles and oodles of pro wrestling. It's probably the best value of streaming out there. And the cool thing about Fight TV is you have Impact Wrestling Slammiversary on there, Impact Wrestling Multiverse and matches. There's some other, all the Impact pay-per-views are on there. So you can have the streaming through Impact Plus, but that doesn't include the major pay-per-views. That includes the monthly stuff. The major stuff is all on Fight TV. I know when I did it in January, I signed up with a brand new email with the gmail.com, made me a brand new email address, signed up for it, and I bought the Fight Plus. It was $49.99 then. I got that amount back in credits, and because it was a brand new account to Fight, I was able to use that credits to buy a show. So basically, Fight Plus cost me absolutely nothing for the year, and I'm still watching and enjoying everything from it. So definitely, it's a must watch. I mean, go spend the $7.99 first month, try it out, see what you think, and then go from there. All right, that is GCW Now and Forever review. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Until just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, Sports Channel.